Alright. You mother trucker!
You said I have to move the drum piece.
Oh my goodness gracious. Pull the cluster straight out. So this week on Hard Way Learning, we are going into the dash here because I am a total incompetent person and I broke my speedometer cable when I didn't even need to get into the cluster to do the steering wheel column shim thing. So we're going to take the cluster out, we're going to replace the speedometer cable, and we're going to show you how to do it.
This is a video of Kyle taking apart the dash.
So much like last week, we've got to get this cowl off. There's 4 or 5 screws underneath here, Phillips. Minnesota didn't realize that we are not Florida, and it is about, what do you think, 85 right now? It's gonna get up to 96 or so, and it's like 99% humidity.
Notice the air conditioning unit that's not plugged in.
I was just gonna open his door and let the house cool this off.
I'm in.
This top piece out. This bottom piece out. We might need to get a light down here, Dana boy. Then we'll get these bottom screws off the cowl of the dash. So now you just pull it straight out and hope you don't break anything and figure out how you finagle this guy. How did I finagle this guy out of here, man? Just like, yeah. Nom 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 nom. Alright, so now there are 4 screws for the cluster.
Careful not to break anything.
And there is some harnesses here. And harness, yeah. Harness, yeah. I had already had my speedo cable disconnected because I broke it last couple, what is that, a week or 2 ago. So now we go into the engine bay. We are on the driver's side of the engine, if you could not tell. But you want to look at this big grommet right here, this rubberino Rooney. Pull that off, and then you pull this. It's like these little guys kind of just come out like this, and then we should be able to pull that. Maybe we want to disconnect from underneath first. I don't know. I don't think you can see what I'm looking at, can you?
I don't know.
Is it recording?
Yes.
So there's this clip, and then there is this clip. That should maybe free it up a little bit. Well, since we're down here, there's a screw off piece where right here on the passenger side of the transmission is where that speedometer cable connects. It's just sort of hand tight, loosey-goosey. Pull that out. And you'll notice that there's like there's one little ear. And that will need to line up when you go back into the transmission. Alright, so there's one clip behind the engine on the firewall. Speedometer cable has this white little piece right here. That white piece here sits in this hook. I had to push mine downward to get that hook from being unrolled. It was rolled all the way up, and then you were able to pull that white piece up and out of that hook. So now it should be free from the firewall. So there's also a captured piece on the heater hose. Alright, you pull that guy through there. Pop that guy out like, you know, just like that. I don't know, Dan, do you see any other way? I think it comes off like that. Or not.
So be sure to dent your firewall, and then also to break the clip.
That is step 7 of 8.
Sometimes you just can't pull straight out. You gotta tease it a little bit. Alright.
Alright, so we've got our brand new speedometer cable. What the approach I'm gonna do, I believe, is to feed each respective half roughly into where they need to be. So I'm gonna send this guy down because it's a lot longer. Along the firewall with respect to the heater hoses. So then I'm gonna come over and help guide this guy downward. This would be a great opportunity for your friend to come help you sort of fish this through. Dan is sitting inside in the nice cool of the house. Can't blame him because it is hot as heck out here. Heck, I say. Heck. Oh man. Okay, to prevent the issue that we had last time, I would like to get this into where the cluster is and connect it before I do anything else, because I don't want to have to try to line that up without enough slack, because then we ended up forcing it and breaking the little plastic needle in the end of it. Here's the broken one. There's no needle in there. There's supposed to be a needle in the middle of that. So on this side of things, it's through the firewall, but it actually ended up going into the footwell, so we're gonna have to get down here and tell it to get up here. Alright, so I left the rubber grommet off on the firewall. Out of the way, man. We don't need you. We don't need your kind here.
Let's see an expert do this.
So now that I've, had my fair share of ruining this in the past, I've learned my lesson. And what I'm going to do this time is pull enough slack through the firewall so that I can connect the cluster while it's further out, so that I can line up that needle, because it's square and it needs to fit in this little square. So hopefully, if all goes well, I'm not out another speedometer cable.
I just want to get a close-up view in case this breaks for any reason. Insurance purposes.
Woo! That felt lucky. Now, you want to get these harnesses back in? Yeah. So now we're going to screw the cluster back in. Let's do 2 for now, and then we'll deal with the slack. So I'm going to pull on the speedo cable a little bit, make sure we've got as much slack out from cluster side. So the trick that worked for me. You want to connect the speedo cable first, so have extra slack in there, connect the speedo cable to the cluster, and once you have it connected on that end, you pull as much of that slack back this way so that you can connect it to the transmission. And what I did was, while none of the clips were in, I connected it to the transmission and then connected the firewall one and then the 2 lower clips down by the transmission. And that seemed to be the best way to get it to work. And now it just seems like this is never going to... Do I have to get this like over the plastic? Because that's not sealing. So, and your speedometer hopefully works again and you don't have a check engine light and you're not getting free mileage. Next week, we will be participating in the Cannonball Rally with RS3. So I'm not sure if we're gonna have any footage. Well, you'll be watching this video next week, and the week following, I'll have the video up for Cannonball, hopefully. So get excited for that. Some shenanigans, some winning prizes, some going the speed limit. If you liked what you saw, if you have a Miata and you want to learn how to work on it, keep following us with our build. We've got flying Miata shocks coming in soon because the build season didn't work out. We got the new wheels on. We're going to need to do an alignment, and then hopefully the car will be ready for a track event, maybe. I think Dan is nodding his head yes internally. So, with that, keep watching, hit the subscribe button, comment, tell us how much we suck, tell us how much you like us, and share it with all your friends.